Hey there, viewers, and welcome back to the South Main Auto Channel. Look at this 2008 Pontiac G5, and it came in with a complaint of no door buzzer, no headlight dinger, and the radio isn't working as it should because she has no noise coming out of the left front speaker. I don't know about you, but I think it's all related. So let's have a quick look. So on these late model GMs, when you have the key in the ignition or the keys out of the ignition, you leave your headlights on, you should get a bing, 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 or something along those lines. And that is now, used to be done with a little speaker under the dash that plugged in the fuse box. You used to be able to unplug that thing and throw it in the trash if you didn't want to listen to your seatbelt dinger and all that stuff. But now they go through the left front door speaker. The radio, let's see here, we'll turn that on. Now fade it to the front. We got nothing in the front. Let me take and balance it to the right, to the left. Nothing. So we have, that's the rear speakers, that's the left, that's the right. So it appears to me that we have no front speakers at all, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. I assume this left front door speaker is more than likely bad. A quick and dirty test to see, is my key in ignition switch, the little switch that's inside the switch that tells you whether or not your key's in ignition. Does that work? Easiest thing to do is hit the key in the ignition, door open, hit the lock button. You see how that door automatically unlocked? Well, that tells me this is working, because if this is out, it should stay locked. That time it didn't unlock. See what I'm saying? If the key's out, it's gonna lock. But if your key is in the ignition switch, when you try to lock it, it won't allow you to. So that tells me our switch is good. Everything should be communicating good. Let's just go ahead and test this left front door speaker real quick to make sure it's receiving the signal. Being that we have no sound on both the front left and the front right, we need to check this out, address the initial complaint of the key in buzzer, and then just take it from there. So according to our wiring diagram, the left front door speaker is a gray and a tan wire. So we're going to find those two and just throw our scope on it, see what kind of signal we're getting out of them. So at this point, you really got two options. GMs, usually, if you follow the wires inside, you can usually unplug the doors on them if you want to take the door off. So we can go, we can pull up the threshold trim, right here on the threshold, and we can find the plug and we can test right at the plug. You can do that, or you can just go right to the source and pop the door panel off. Both of them probably take about the same amount of time, to get to. I'm going to like to pull the door panel off because of my suspicions of it just being bad door speakers, or a bad door speaker here in this case. So that's what I'm going to do. This little cover that goes up there, it pops out pretty easy. And down in your door pull, there should be another one down here too. Depending on how much goo you got in there, but they just pop out pretty easy with a flathead screwdriver. You just depress the tab and they come right out. A lot of times these are separate from the door. In this case, it's not. That is part of the door. So we're going to lock it. Before we do that, we're going to roll the window down. We don't want to lock our keys in there in accident. Phillips head screws. One there. Okay. I'm feeling around it. trim tool started here. That's the tricky part. Usually once you get it started, so you can get a couple digits behind it, it'll work right off, no problem. And you've got your door cable. Move the camera on here, show you how that's done. This little tab down here on the bottom with a square in it, you just kind of pry that back a little bit and then pick it up, and then it'll come right out of your handle. Naturally, I should have unhooked the connectors prior to getting this far, but I didn't. Get all them unhooked. There, door panel's off. So we can grab a 7mm. Pop our speaker out. This one screw must be. There it is. There's our tan and gray wire. We'll grab our lab scope. We'll throw on there. We'll see what kind of signal we're getting. Should be some kind of square wave, or oscillating repetitive wave. If we turn on the headlights and get a door dinger, we should have that be receiving that pulsating signal to this speaker. Then obviously if we turn on the radio, we should have a signal that's changing in frequency and amplitude, along with whatever music you have on. So we've got our scope, got a couple probes. So we will we'll go to our lab scope here, 4-channel scope. So we're at 5 volts. That should be plenty. And I'll cut this back to 50 milliseconds. Whoops, for a good time basis here. Hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on here. So now let's see. Keys out of the ignition, so we'll come to our speaker. And plus minus, it doesn't matter. On a speaker signal anyways, it'll look the same no matter which way you look at it, I guess. Okay, so we're plugged into that. I'm going to zoom in. Well, let me show you. Yeah, you guys can see how we're plugged in there, just back probed. And what we'll do is we'll zoom in on the scope here. I'm going to turn the headlights on. Okay, so the headlights are on. And there's our signal we're getting. If you can envision. Bing, 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 bing. I like them for sound effects. We'll speed her up a little bit, you'll see. Yep, so you can see the frequency staying the same, but that amplitude keeps changing. So we must have kind of a varying volume of beings. I don't know what you call it, but Slow that back down. Okay, so that's with the headlights on. Let me put the key in. So that's the key in buzzer, or the key in dinger, it looks like. So I'll turn the key on. That's the key on, you can see it pulsating. Bing, bing, you know. So right now there's no noise. We're at 0 volts. I'm gonna turn the radio on. So that's with the volume down pretty low.
There's over 30 different breweries with ciders, ales, porters, stouts.
That's kind of what a speaker signal looks like. Of course, there's our key in dinger again. Keys out of the ignition. That is a 100% confirmed it needs a left front door speaker. Good thing I'm a good guesser. I bought one. I was pretty sure based on the symptoms that's what we're gonna need, so I pre-ordered one. Genuine AC Delco, right from Chevrolet, GMC Apple Pod Baseball Chevrolet, and it's made in the mainland China. Guess it doesn't matter where we get them from. Genuine GM, Norman, Napa, wherever. They all come from the same place. So what we will do, wow, that's funny. This one says China, this one says Mexico. So we'll see if the Chinese did better than the Mexicans on this one. I guess it doesn't matter, they're all made to whatever spec GM wants to be made. They're probably just made wherever it's the cheapest to make them, would be my guess. I don't know much about that stuff. It's all junk when it's broke, right? So we'll get this unplugged, hopefully, without any casualties. Plug in our new one and confirm it. Oh, that's gonna be a stinker to get that out of there without breaking it. Got a little push, it doesn't come with the new one, right? No, it doesn't. A little zip tie push retainer thing here. Popped right out, first try. I guess the other thing you could do is ohm test your speaker. We can do that. Maybe that's another quick valid test. Switch our leads over here. Pop back out of this. I don't mean to beat this thing to death, but let's see. We got to go to digital multimeter ohms. We don't want to calibrate them because we don't care. Ouch. Let's just make sure they go to 0 here when we touch them. Auto ranging, so the thing takes forever. So yeah, 0.0 ohms. Now we'll stick it on our bad speaker here. I don't know what speakers are, 4, 6, 8, something like that. What's this one popping up as? Let's see. Oh, I gotta get a good connection here, let's see. High, a lot of resistance. Let's check our new one. See what we got there. I thought speakers are low resistance. I thought they were like 4, 5, 6, 8 ohms, something like that. Let's see what this pops up as here. 0.0 ohms. That's interesting. I don't know. Just a coil of wires, I guess, so. What?
I'm going to school right now.
You're going to school right now?
Yeah.
What grade? What grade are you in? Huh?
Preschool.
Preschool? Oh, sweet. All right, well, go get educated so you can support me when you get older, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
When I'm in a nursing home and you're a doctor or something?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay, well, go get smart. Don't do that. All right, see you later, turkey. See you later, Scratchy.
See you later, Scratchy.
All right. Well, now that's over with. take the speaker put back in. Yeah, I don't know what the resistance on the speakers is. I thought they had a certain amount.
Is that your,
Let's see. Man, I don't like how that goes. You know what I did? I put this little wire clip on the wrong side. Big dummy. There we go. It's got some foam behind it, so it's got a little spring to it. Oh. It's what you wanted, it's what you got. Put the key in. And this is the headlight one here. That's the key. That's the headlight. Alright. That's one confirmed fix. Now we got that annoying buzzer back. You always gotta yank the keys out. It's a good feature. Why they run it through the door speaker. So yeah, I guess we can turn this beater off before she crashes on us. Yeah, that's it. Got to throw it back together. More than likely, same thing going on the passenger side over there. Of course, she probably didn't notice it because the big thing she noticed was the door buzzer, and then noticed like, the speaker, the radio's not as good, but. So we'll probably do the same thing over there. Unfortunately, based on the symptoms, I only ordered one speaker, but it's the same thing over there, same test. Like I say, you can rip off the threshold, go to the door connector, just probe it real quick. You're gonna be looking for the same signal. Of course, you're gonna have to turn the radio on to test the right-hand side. You can't use just the door dinger. So that's what you would do over there, or it's pretty likely the door speaker is bad. And you can see, taking a door apart is a gravy train job. So you could just, take the door apart and test it and, have one on hand when you do, because it's more than likely bad. So we got to toss this thing back together, ship it. So hook your door cable back up and the wires back through. Now if you're doing this, you're gonna find the door handle's a real pisser to get back lined up. You're gonna find that the cable's too short, or it's too short. The easiest way to deal with that is just hold your exterior door handle. If you hold that in the out position, it'll provide slack to that cable, and then you can easily line it up. So trust me, if you're doing one of these, you'll thank me for that tip. Otherwise, you're trying to line it up and click it together, and it's a real pain. So then just get your door lock back through there, and everything. That's basically it. Not much to it. I'll just start screwing it back together. All the screws are the same, so you don't have to worry about mixing anything up there. This all plug back together. Fabric's pushing up just a little bit. There's that. Oops. Well, I don't know how to work a screw gun. I'm in good shape. There's that. Put our little trim pieces back in. Well, she should be happy. Shouldn't have an excuse for leaving her lights on or her keys in the car. Anyways, so I guess that's it. There you have it, viewers. That was a pretty quick and easy and Well, I suppose you could always just take a guess and throw a speaker in it, but if you wanted to know, do I have a broken wire, which is a really good possibility. You could easily have, especially when you lose a door function. I guess I should say, start that sentence over. If you lose a door function, power windows, mirrors, door locks, speaker, pretty good odds that you could have a broken wire in the door flex, particularly if it's on, like a Chrysler product, where they're always breaking, the wires in the door flex, and it can happen to a GM. I just fixed a 09 2500 the other day that had no power windows, no mirror, had quite a few things going on there in the driver's door module, and just results of just crappy wires and hard insulation. They just break. So that could have been the case here. In which case you would have went back or you could have started at the door connector and just tested it there, short of tearing anything apart. Fact of the matter is, door panels come off these in just minutes, so you can pull a threshold and the rubber cover and get to the door connector about the same time it takes you to get to the speaker, in my opinion. So that's it. We'll leave it at that. It's all fixed. She should be happy. We're gonna have to order a door speaker for the right side, tear that apart and test it, see if that's what it is. More than likely it is. I haven't seen it be anything else. When I've come to repair these pretty common problems on GM, so you guys probably seen it before. Anyways, that's what the signal looks like on the scope from the radio. You can see how it changes in amplitude when you crank the radio up, but the frequency stays the same, if the pulsing is the same, or the song is the same, the lyrics are the same, anyhow, that's that. Just a bunch of noise. I'm just making noise now. So thanks for watching. Check us out on Facebook if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, I ask that you can consider that. If you like it and like our material, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Find us on Google+, and just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.